May 4th has been a day marked by numerous historical events throughout the centuries. Here are 10 notable occurrences that have taken place on May 4th. On May 4th, 1471, the Battle of Tewkesbury was fought during the Wars of the Roses in England. The battle resulted in a decisive victory for the House of York and solidified the reign of King Edward IV. On May 4th, 1626, Dutch explorer Peter Minuit landed on Manhattan Island, which would later become the site of New York City. He purchased the island from the Lenape people for 60 guilders, equivalent to about $1,100 in today's currency. On May 4, 1776, the colony of Rhode Island declared its independence from Great Britain, becoming the first colony to do so. The colony was also the last to ratify the United States Constitution in 1790. On May 4, 1814, Napoleon Bonaparte abdicated as Emperor of the French, ending his rule of over a decade. He was exiled to the island of Elba, and the Bourbon monarchy was restored in France. On May 4, 1886, a labor protest in Chicago's Haymarket Square turned violent when someone threw a bomb at police officers. The ensuing chaos resulted in the deaths of both police officers and civilians. The event led to the trial and execution of several anarchists and is considered a turning point in the American labor movement. On May 4, 1919, thousands of Chinese students gathered in Tiananmen Square to protest against the Treaty of Versailles and the perceived weakness of the Chinese government in the face of foreign powers. The protest sparked a cultural and intellectual movement known as the May 4th movement, which led to the rise of Chinese nationalism and communism. On May 4, 1942, the Battle of the Coral Sea began between the United States and Japan during World War II. The battle was significant because it was the first naval battle fought entirely by aircraft and also prevented Japan from invading Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea. On May 4, 1970, Ohio National Guard troops opened fire on unarmed student protesters at Kent State University, killing 4 and injuring 9 others. The incident was a pivotal moment in the anti-war movement and sparked protests across the country. On May 4, 2007, an EF5 tornado struck the town of Greensburg, Kansas, destroying 95% of the town and killing 11 people. The tornado served as a wake-up call for emergency management officials to re-evaluate their disaster preparedness plans. On May 4, 2018, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were married in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. The event was watched by millions of people around the world and was hailed as a modern and inclusive addition to the British royal family.